Donald Trump is no different than a 3 or a 4 or a 5-year-old. He is, in fact, a gigantic toddler, and we have known this for quite some time. I mean, let's be real clear about this. We have seen him throw legitimate temper tantrums on TV, during debates, and of course, daily on Truth Social, much like a child would do. Anytime he doesn't get his way, or somebody says something that hurts his feelings, he gets on there and he lets us know in the most childlike way imaginable. And it's getting worse. I mean, obviously, we've heard about the temper tantrums in the White House that we haven't seen, but we've heard about the ketchup all over the walls, throwing plates and food like a child would. And I think that's how we need to start addressing this, because that's how the White House is addressing Donald Trump. They're like the lazy parents, the ones who are like, oh, he's throwing a tantrum again. Let's just give in so that he stops the tantrum. So his staffers and officials within this administration have started treating him like a whiny, petulant toddler. And it's mostly due to the fact that his cognitive decline is getting so much worse. So as Donald Trump's mental state continues to visibly deteriorate before our very eyes, his White House staff, the officials in his cabinet, have all started treating him more and more like a child. Because I believe at this point that Donald Trump, with his cognitive decline, possible dementia, is in fact reverting to more of a childlike state. And I think that much is painfully obvious from what we are seeing from him. Here's a great example this week of his cognitive decline. On Monday, doing a little Q&A with reporters in the White House, Oval Office, he invented a governor that doesn't exist and then insisted that he did favors for this governor who is still super mean to him. Here's what he said. I did a favor for Christy Whitman. A good favor, I think, with the fish, the carp, the China carp. You ever heard of it? China carp. And it's taking over the Great Lakes. Now, most people assume that he, of course, is talking about Gretchen Whitmer, governor of Michigan, but he could also be referring to, based on the name, because he said Christy Whitman, he could have been talking about Christine Todd Whitman, the former director of the Environmental Protection Agency, which would also fit the description of doing something about the China carp.